So, Jackalore, David
It's like,
Gray,
yes.
tell us about him.
David Gray is an anarch. He has been a member of the movement for quite some time. Recently came from the newly founded Anarch Free State, like maybe 10 years ago now. Uh, and uh, uh, and has come to make sure the revolution continues.
Magnificent. Um, I can just. We'll go through your dots in a second, but you can make your deal with the devil. You can take down humanity and add the anarch that got himself tortured as an ally, if you wish.
Sure.
He's sitting at 50 XP, and we can put that point into something else like anarch status. I'll actually give you a choice. You can take the ally or you can take the anarch status.
Oh, Anarch State is a different thing?
I will track this as a different thing because they are a subgroup and they would care less about normal status. You'll
I
still.
would probably then not take Retainer, instead take Anarch Status.
Okay, that is perfectly fine.
And take up remove one dot of normal status and put up one third dot of anarch status.
And the deal with the devil you're gonna put into anarch status as well?
Yes.
So you'd have 4 anarch status by my count.
Yes.
The revolution lives, Demi. Too bad you betrayed it.
Yes. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can still get Demi to agree with the revolution and support it, but no. I'm not. I'm less of a physical kill everyone now, all the elders now revolution. I'm more of a talky revolution, peaceful revolution, civilized revolution.
Except that you know he is not a man of culture. You are still a Ventru. You still know what he is. He's a fucking animal.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
fuck him then.
okay. Ems just gave me some bits. Thanks, Ems.
It's
Wow. Those are the
Yes.
first ever, Scrub. And all you say is, okay, thanks. Pleb.
Should I just turn this all into an Ems special? Just toss everyone else out? Leave only him to watch?
No, probably not. I already posted it in the other
What do you
channels.
mean it's private? What the fuck is this Jackalore? Okay, well, let's see, as far as dots go, it's pretty obvious what you went for. He's kind of a wimp, heavily specialized in social of all kinds and mental as a strong secondary, with all the skills you might expect, with a few things that might let him survive if he's lucky.
Yeah.
The only thing that's noteworthy here, in all honesty, is well, the most noteworthy thing here is probably the out of clan aspects, which is mildly useful.
Yeah, I picked it up because, well, Auspex is really useful, generally speaking.
Keep in mind, you do have the option of taking something rare either as a combo discipline or as out of clan.
Probably won't.
Could just pick up like an thaumaturgy.
Then get myself a death warrant? No, thank you.
Bacon already has a legal thaumaturgy.
Oh, he has legal thaumaturgy?
No, illegal.
Oh. Yeah, I was pretty sure he had illegal thaumaturgy. But I'd rather not have a death warrant on me just yet. So yeah.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna make like the inventory. I'm gonna move these to the trash bin for now, and I'm gonna give you a new handout, Jackalor.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I assume you have backstory worked out to some extent, but we still
Yeah,
need to do the.
I haven't written it down anywhere though.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll go through it. So you have. Um, 4 positive behaviors and 3 negatives.
Probably gonna do a negative behavior with. Well, let's start with the positive
Yeah,
ones.
let's alternate as usual. And Anarch Sorcery is essentially a hodgepodge of crap that's been glued together into something that kind of works like blood magic. Essentially, it's whatever you manage to improvise that somehow managed to work. Trial and error crap a lot of the time.
Yeah, I don't think it would fit him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have Fikers in Demi.
So, let's see. The actual amount of Anarchs is kind of getting more and more up there. This city might be in for a fun time. This is what happens when the Malks take over. Everything goes to shit.
We know that from Rome too.
Listen, that was a Bruja plot, okay? It did not implode on its own. That is evil propaganda.
Hey, Rome imploded after the Maccabeans took over. It's fact.
Okay, sure. So, your first positive.
Probably with with Bruja.
Okay.
Probably because he's willing to do anything for the revolution.
Okay. And give me a specific example where you would have done whatever it takes.
He'd probably have gone and betrayed someone that he liked in the Camarilla to further the cause of the revolution.
You know, even when he fights the good fight Demi, he's still a Jackalor.
Hey, sometimes you just have to do bad things to get the good things rolling.
Yeah, but does it always have to be betraying? That's oddly specific.
I mean, I'm not sure Jackalor knows many other ways to function. Honestly.
I guess. It's the easiest for me to come up with.
Okay. So how about the negative now?
Minus with Ventru.
Okay.
God bless.
Because he joined the Anarchs as very pretty young, and has continuously planted any notion of Ventru. Essentially, he's flouted Ventru norms as much as he can.
Okay, how many dots of enemy would Andy count as? Because he's a primogen now, right?
I think that's 3
He's
dots.
kind of weak. He's kind of weak though on his own.
No, I think it's 3 dots still because he's a primogen still.
It wouldn't be 3. He's not worth 3. I was thinking between 1 or 2.
Probably 2.
Well, let's see, like, how much... Well, Andy's kind of new as Primogen, and really the Ventru's in kind of a disarray still, so how much of a threat can their unity be at this point? So maybe it actually would be a 1 still.
Demi, Andy stared you in the face and told you to sit there. Do you really want to underestimate this crazy little shit?
You the prince at the time.
Okay.
And as far as specifics for this one, like for example, a Ventru came, Camarilla Ventru came to him once to stay in his haven as per the Dignitas, and he just said like, "Lol, nope."
God bless.
Okay. Fair enough. Give me another positive.
This is hard.
Ah yes, when the positives are so much harder than negatives for Jackalore.
I mean, think who else would be Anarchy? Gangrel, maybe Malx, hell, even Tremere's a time.
Who would be for Anarchy?
Gangrel, maybe?
I don't think Gangrel give enough of a fuck to be very anarch though.
Also high. High epic.
Look, hey, I thought you were in the middle of something, so I didn't talk.
We are working out Jackalore's relationships. Apparently I went through Elder who, as a youngin, decided to go anarch and is somehow still alive.
How?
Well, relatively easily. He was a well-behaved anarch until he wasn't. Not all of them get called.
How far back are we talking? Because if he was really young, that actually basically means Sabat to most people at that point.
Epic, no, it doesn't. They don't start as old as you do. And anarchs are a recognized subgroup of the Camarilla. Until they revolted and declared independence.
Yeah.
They have rights. They have fucking rights. You can't treat them this way. That is wrong. The Convention of Thorns gave them rights, Epic.
Did you read a different history than I did or something?
Well, they were supposed to rejoin the Camarilla and obey their laws, but in return they got, respect for their position up to a point. They are essentially called to heal, but they got, basic vampire rights in exchange.
Was that the original Anarchs were the Sabat, and
not that old. It's only 200 years.
You are absolutely wrong about that, Epic, because only some of them decided to continue fighting.
Yeah.
A lot of them did come to
Those
kill
were
with the
Sabat.
Convention of Thorns. The ones that decide to say, fuck this deal sucks, those became Sabat.
Yeah.
Ah. See, the original Anarchs were Sabat.
No, the Sabat were a splinter group from the original Anarchs that decided to keep the fight going and never accepted Thorns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so second positive, Jackalore. I can't believe you already can't think of someone who might like your character.
I'm bad to think of people who would like me. Toreador, maybe?
Okay, why would the Toreador like you when the Ventru do not?
That's a good question.
What made them happy with you? What made them like you?
Could go with more Bruja.
I mean, Toreador's perfectly acceptable. You probably came here because the Toreador Primogen sent out, feelers.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Well, he doesn't appreciate, but he doesn't follow Ventru norms. He does follow like Toreador. Like when Toreador do something, he'll be willing to follow the flow, unlike Ventru.
You have 0 dots of academics. Your statement rings hollow.
I don't know why people would like my character. Maybe because I have no idea why people would like me.
Jack, people like people for all sorts of reasons.
Yes, but what are those reasons? I'm bad.
I don't know what your character is. I wasn't there for it, so I can't tell you anything particular right now.
Wait, he's played William for like what has been like 5-6 months now. It's like, wait, there's an option where people can like me? How does that even work?
Look, William just went about it horribly. There's ways even he could be liked.
I wouldn't go as far as liked, tolerated maybe.
So, Anarch Ventru, not particularly violent Anarch, it sounds like.
Yeah, I know.
Mostly about la resistance, putting forth your flag, shit like that.
Yeah.
Problem is he doesn't have politics either, so, well, he has one dot, but he
Yeah.
can't really use that as like, yeah, I debate politics with Toreador, because he's...
Yeah, they would have liked that.
I could change my code to politics.
I think that would work well for you if you're looking for more peaceful change.
Yeah. I think that works.
Then yeah, you're one of the good anarchs. You're doing it the way you're supposed to do it. I mean, the Ventru are like, he's a fucking rebel, but the Toreador appreciate it. I think that can work.
Debates politics with Toreador. In a civilized fashion.
They bring you to the parties to keep them lively and piss off those really stodgy Ventru elders that piss them off.
Yeah. Minus would say who?
Yes, the third minus.
Second minus.
Sorry, second. This one should be easy, Jacklor. Being hated is your speciality.
Yeah, but I'm choosing who.
There are so many options, such a wide
I know,
field.
Right? I know, right? Let's choose La Sombra. Why not?
Okay, why?
Because he is a vocal opponent of the Sabbat and anything the Sabbat stands for. Like, he does not believe in their way of doing things at all. And is very vocal about it.
Oh my fucking god.
Is it possible to have a -1 for like an entire sect?
I just realized what he is. He was probably embraced. When did America declare independence?
During the like 1867. No, that's
No, wait,
1776. 1776. I was thinking the Civil War. 1776 is when they declared independence.
Holy crap. You could have been
1776,
like a soldier in the Independence War, and that's why you are a fucking anarch. You're like, fucking democracy, cunts!
Yep. I was thinking of doing that, and then having been in the South during the most of the time.
Okay.
So, do I add? Can I have -1 with the sect, or can would that count for 2 minuses?
It depends on how we approach this. Generally, not with the whole sect, I would say.
So just La Sombra then, because they are the political leaders of the Sabbat.
If you have it with La Sombra, it will probably be focused a little more on their leadership style to the point where even the one La Sombra that still survives in the city will dislike you.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah,
But he doesn't believe in their Machiavellian politics.
He doesn't believe in Ventrue or La Sombra politics. There seems to be a theme.
okay. And then we're on to the third positive. Keep in mind, you can't stack these and add multiple to a single group.
Yeah, I was planning adding another one to Bruja.
Okay. What's the second thing that makes Bruja like you?
He was he was one of the chief leaders during the Anarch Revolt in the West Coast. I think that's the West Coast, right? That's where the Free State is.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he was one of the reasons he was there fighting with them.
Okay, I'm not gonna give you essentially... Well, actually, for Dots of Anarch status, you're not gonna be like the top echelons of power, but you're definitely well known among them, so...
Yeah. That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, then most Bruja will treat you like pretty much any other vampire as opposed to a Ventrue cunt.
Yeah.
You're one of the good ones. And then on to the third negative, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Havdan's an illegal immigrant.
I mean, technically.
So, yeah, third negative. Who might dislike you?
Don't want to go from here. Nosferatu, perhaps?
Malkavians.
Let's not.
I mean, democracy and a vote for everyone except the crazies. Exterminatus.
Well, not exterminatus, but yeah, kind of.
It's up to you. You can go for this.
Yeah, no votes for the crazy people.
So speaks out against Malkavian rights.
No votes for black people either. Only real people get to vote.
As long as you are not disqualified by reason of being a Malkavian or having a dark enough skin color, you get to vote.
You know, this just makes him the average white man in the 60s. He's against both the mentally handicapped and the blacks.
I know, right?
Okay, which leads us to the last positive.
And who's here? Bacon?
Yeah.
Bacon.
We're all here. Luca is gonna be missing this week.
Aw.
Bad.
You know, 2 sessions back, the Ventru were wiped out. Suddenly, boom, 2 elders, and he's in charge. And a random Ancilla shows up. Fuck y'all.
Strange.
Wonder how that happened.
Story of the Primogen has connections.
We need another purge.
He has like 4 dots of connections. He actually does have connections.
Holy shit. He's like a real person.
He went like, nah, bro. We're just gonna snort coke, eat hookers, and make phone calls for 2 days until we fix this problem.
That's how
I
people
mean,
make deal with
surprisingly
problems.
competent. Surprisingly competent. You were saying, Bacon?
That's how real men deal with problems. With a lot of coke and phone calls.
I want to turn that on its head at some point in this fucking game, where just for some reason I turn everything on its head with a bunch of fucking coke, the soda, and
So, the last positive Jackalor. Who might like you? I know the list is thin. Very thin, in fact, but...
Maybe Nosferatu?
Okay, why?
Because he treats them like they're actual people.
I'm not sure that fits your
That seems
character.
so
You're a
weird.
racist asshole who hates mental deformity, but you're okay with the Gnosis.
They're not mentally handicapped, they just have a skin condition.
So, black people's
Fucking
brains are just inferior, is what you're getting at.
I mean, if they were white before being Nosferatu, it's fine, right?
Yeah. These Nosferatu are all white anyway.
I have a feeling that this is gonna get you in more trouble than you think. But
I mean, the math checks out. You can take these positives. Respectful towards Nosferatu. Good, good.
Well,
I'm just thinking of any former black Nosferatu.
I mean, can you really tell?
Sometimes.
Probably
No,
not.
no. My point is that they could tell.
Pick roll a luck die for me to see if any of the Nosferatu in town were black before they were embraced. Hey
Wow.
then, give me a
A
1d5.
lot of them were.
1d5. Someone.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll let someone else do that.
Jackalor.
Yeah. It's Michelle, isn't it?
It's Michelle. The embrace just bleached her albino for some reason.
Actually, that's actually a thing that occurs in vampires.
He just
They get
hyper accelerated
fired.
in her, so.
Yeah.
I mean, the embrace fixed them. They were-
Yes, exactly.
I have
Y'all
no
need
words.
We just been at.
Now we have Himmler and the KKK in New Orleans. God bless.
The KKK were a factor in the New Orleans anyway.
Hey, Jackalord, give us an idea of David's timeline. When he was born, when he was embraced, that kind of thing. Give us like
He was probably born like 20, 30 years before 25 years maybe, before the American Revolution.
okay.
Embraced during the revolution by a Ventru, who brought him to the south, where he got his, where he only feeds on black people because they're like because he fed from the slaves in the plantations he lived in. Then he turned anarch because fuck the power.
How old was he as a vampire when he turned anarch?
Probably only like 20 years old.
So pretty much a few years after you finished your Ventru schooling, you just went like, you know what, actually, fuck y'all.
Yeah, effectively.
Okay.
Moved to the West Coast and preached the anarch ways there for next 100 years. Traveled up and down the coast to get the revolution started,
Okay.
and then fought alongside them during the anarch revolt there, and then moved to New Orleans because hey, the revolution must go on.
Yeah, you probably personally know Smiling Jack. He doesn't necessarily like you that much, but because you know you're very peaceful, but you've met.
Yeah.
Okay then. Um, jot down some dates when you have a moment, so we have an idea where you might have run into some of the others. But that is good. We are gonna end this recording here. We'll take quick 2-3 minutes to get ready, make sure everyone has whatever they need, and we're gonna get into the session proper.